Hi, happy day one of Vlogmas. I am already behind and it's day one. Today is December 1st and I wanted a video to go up this morning that requires filming one and editing one and getting one ready to be uploaded. I didn't do that. Anywho, I'm on my lunch at work right now, but I'm going to yap about some of my temporary DNFs. I don't know all the authors off the top of my head, but I'm going to be putting the covers up regardless so you can see the author there. But if I think I know the author, I'll say it. Anyway, these are some books that I have temporarily DNF'd, and I'm not against going back to. I don't hard DNF books because I can always be convinced that a book deserves another chance or that it'll get better. But these are the ones that I was just like, okay, I'm good for now. If you think I should revisit any of them sooner rather than later, let me know. But let's get started. I don't know how many are here. I want to say like 40 because I've been picky this year. But anyway, we're just going to start rattling them off, and then that's it. It's going to be a quick video today because I'm unprepared. So the first book is The Way I Used to Be. This was on my TBR for a very, very long time, and then I was listening to it, and I know there's a second book too, but I couldn't get through it. 1% of You, I think this is by, okay, The Way I Used to Be, I think is by Amber something. I could be completely wrong. Forget it. 1% of You is by Michelle Gross, I think. Definitely Michelle. But anyway, this book was kind of cringy for me. I temporarily DNF'd it, and then I wound up finding it in a little free library, and I was like, oh my god, I wanted to read this book. I think Larry read it, and I think she liked it. But I forgot that I temporarily DNF'd it, so I got it from the little free library. And then I got home, and I was like, uh-oh. The first book that I ever got from a little free library was Consider Me by Becca Mack. And I finally started listening to it, and I hated it. So I don't know if I'm going to go back to that one, but I guess we'll see. Love Unexpected. To be honest with you, I remember nothing about this. There's a few of these that I'm like, what is this? A Place Without You. I also don't remember anything about it. Restore Me, I vaguely remember, but didn't decide to finish. A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. I had this physically. I bought it from Target, and I just could not get into it, so I did donate it. But alas, here we are. Runaway Love. I think this is the one by Melanie Harlow, which makes me sad because this is another one that I heard amazing things about. And no, I'm lying. That cover and In a Jam by Kate Canterbury, I always get mixed up because they have like the same color scheme. But Runaway Love by Melanie Harlow, I think that's right. I wasn't vibing. Next we have Your Fault by Mercedes Ron. I think this is the second book in the Fault series. I don't know. But the books were not hitting, but the movies I can get through. Baby Daddy. Okay, if I'm remembering this right, this is by Kendall Ryan. And a lot of her books look really good, but I started listening to Baby Daddy, and I was like, oh my god, I hate this. So now I'm skeptical to start any of her books. So sorry, Kendall. The Bromance Book Club. This was also supposed to be really cute, and I heard great things about it, and I just could not get into it. I think her name is Alyssa. I don't remember her last name. The Pucking Wrong Number. Was not my vibe. Southern Storms. I think this is by Brittany Cherry. Don't remember anything about it. Sovereign. I think this is by Raya Edwards Morris. One of those. And I've tried starting it multiple times, and I don't get very far, ever. Older by Jennifer Hartman. This one, I think I'm getting to a point where I'm realizing that me and Jennifer Hartman just don't vibe. Because I vibe with like the super dark and traumatizing parts of her book, and then it gets to like the better, like there's light at the end of the tunnel parts, and I'm like, I'm not interested anymore. I don't know what that says about me, but whatever. Summer Romance. Is it by Annabelle Monaghan? I don't know. I'm trying to think of the cover. If it is, then that's sad because I loved her most recent book. So I'll have to give that one another shot. When the Moon Hatched. Oh god, I'm a big dragon girly, and I was so excited, and I just did not like it. I don't know if it was too flowery and just wordy for me. I need more story and less description. But I'm not, again, none of these are, I'm never ever trying it again. Manhunt, this series, I like the covers, they're cute. Did not like the story or the couple. Primetime Romance. I don't remember why I DNF'd this, but I remember the cover and I really like the cover. But I'm assuming I was cringing or I was just not in the mood or whatever. I didn't write down the reasons that I DNF'd them. Worst in Show. This one's about a dog show. That's all I know. Sin Bin. I actually got, I think, over 50% through Sin Bin, and then I just kind of abandoned it and forgot everything that happened. So now I was just like, forget it. I can't continue because I don't remember anything. So I'd have to restart it, if anything. Fairy Tale. Oh god, this one hurts. I wanted to like Fairy Tale so bad, and I just didn't. Again, not saying that I never will, but at the moment, not for me. And I can't get my hands on the original cover. The Golden Goal. This was a hockey romance, I believe. That's all I can tell you. When We Met. Okay, this is in the When Ashes Fall series by Marnie Mann, I think. And I was not interested, and I have When Ashes Fall in physically at home. So I wanted to read it. I think When We Met is the first book. And I didn't like it, so now I'm scared. But I want pain, and I'm told When Ashes Fall is pain. Moving on to Rebel Witch. This is the second book in the Heartless Hunter series. I don't care. I didn't really like Heartless Hunter, so to continue on to the second book, I was like, wow, I gotta do a whole nother book. So I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Waking Olivia by Elizabeth O'Rourke, I think. She sleep runs, and I think the relationship is with her coach. I think he seemed really young. Like, it seemed like he was in high school. He was like, why are you so immature? I don't like that. Beneath the Stands. This, I believe this is an Emily McIntyre book. And if it's a series, I know it's a series I'm thinking about, but if that's the right author, I read all the other books in the series. All of them. And I liked them. I don't know why that one didn't make the cut. God of Pain. Don't know if I'm ever going to get through that series, but it's not for me, I fear. That's not my kind of dark romance. Problematic Summer Romance by Allie Hazelwood. This one is one of the books that the dual timeline isn't well done in the audiobook, in my opinion. So I need to read it with my eyes. So I just DNF'd the audio, if that makes sense. Enigma by Runix. I don't think Runix is for me. I tried the Predator series, did not really care. I tried Enigma, I did not really care. I'm just accepting defeat sometimes. Silver Elite by Danny Francis. It was fine. Felt a little cookie cutter for me. But when there's more in the series and more for me to go off of, I'll accept that the first book is basically world building and continue on from there. The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. This one I was really enjoying. I don't really know why I DNF'd this one. I love Jessa Hastings' writing. I don't know if I said that right the first time. But I don't really love her characters. Maybe that's why I DNF'd it. Like, I don't care about Magnolia and BJ at all. I'm sorry. But anyway, maybe that's another one that I'll have to read with my eyes. Spectacular. I believe this is a Stephanie Garber book in the Carval series. And I reached my limit. Carval was good. Carval Legendary finale Spectacular, I think. I think Spectacular is just a little novella, and I could not finish it. I was like, I'm done with this world. I want to be done. I want to leave. This Lie Will Kill You. I think this is I think her first name is Chelsea. I had this book physically too, and I donated it because I think it's a YA, and I just wasn't interested. I need more. City of Souls and Sinners. This is the second book in the City of Gods and Monsters series, and the books are so thick, and it got a little repetitive for me. In the second book, it got a little repetitive for me, and I felt like a lot of nothing was happening over and over and over. So I just put that off for now. I do want to read the series, but just not now. See You Soon. I believe the author's name is Lexi. I was going to say Hodges, but I don't think that's right. Another dark romance that's not for me. Coming in Hot. I have no idea what that is. Don't Hex and Drive is the second book in a very fall-esque series. And I liked the first book. The first book was Wolf Gone Wild. And I have the fifth book, I think, on my TBR. But Don't Hex and Drive, I wasn't really interested. Okay. Good Spirits by B.K. Morrison. I wasn't buying into the romance. I have to give it another shot. But I loved Love Light Farms. Love it. First Time Caller was okay. And then I DNF'd Good Spirits. So I don't know. We kind of have like one in each category for BK Borison, but I will keep trying. A Stark Few. This I've seen so many things about on TikTok. She does, the author Alexis Patterson, that might be completely wrong, does a lot of her advertising on TikTok, and everything I see I love, but I could not get into the book. Two more. Drive by Kate Stewart. It got to a point where I was like, okay, you're just whining, and I'm over it. So I stopped. But that's supposed to be a really emotional duet. And then last but not least, Deliver by Pam Godwin. I also just did not care. It wasn't too dark for me or anything. I have not run into that problem where it's just like, oh my god, I'm being triggered. But I'm not enjoying myself because I don't care. I feel like this is such a mean video to make. I'm sorry. I know everybody's like, if you love these books, good, I'm happy for you. I love that for you. But I mean it. If you like these books, I'm really happy for you. And it could try to convince me to read them again. Or like actually read them, finish them. I'd like to find some books that like, you know, because I'm big on finishing books. Like maybe it'll get better and it never does. So I'd like a book to prove me wrong and that it does get better. But anyway, that's however many books that was that I have temporarily DNF'd, but they are never completely off the table. That's why I keep them on a shelf in my Goodreads. So if you want to keep up with my TDNFs in real time, you can follow me on Goodreads because they are always being updated there. Anyway, that's it for Vlogmas Day 1. Nice quick little video. Hopefully not too long to edit. And that's it.